I'll be reacting to Soaring Sky Precure episode 29 and 1-0 go. And I like the ding sound effect. Yo, that sounds like that's hilarious. I'm guessing this might be a haunted place, I'm guessing. I like how the voice is so freaking cute. I'd be creeped the fuck out if there was a voice like that. Straight up. Although I'm noticing that the artwork here looks, in some shots it looks okay, in other shots it looks a little off model. Oh, look at it, so cute. Oh, okay then. You know, since this ain't Skyland. Oh, so cute. You know what? I love the reaction shots. But if something that cute to take me home, I would still take it home with me, even if my brain's telling me, nah, it's a trap, because that would be too darn cute not to take home with me. Yo, that ain't just soccer? Okay, that is some amazing teleportation abilities right there. Okay, no, I'm not imagining things because like yeah, in Sabasa, I don't know, in the distance shots, I'd say their line work doesn't look the most refined. Again, not the worst artwork for the series. Isn't among the best though, but hey, you know what? It's all good. Because what matters is if the script in the episode is gonna be good. But my only concern with this specific episode though is this episode really going to actually have substantial plot progression? Because sometimes there are a few Soaring Sky Precure episodes that feel like they don't do much. And there are others that just go a bit too fast. But that's an issue with Precure in general. Like when it comes to going mid-season, at least with a modern Precure, I've yet to see a modern Precure series that doesn't spectacularly fall apart in the middle. I haven't seen it yet. And this series couldn't dodge those issues either. But at the very least, so far, Soaring Sky has been the one that's been the less impacted though by Precure mid-season slump. Yeah, I love that creeped out look. That's about to say. That's adorable. Can they really confirm that thing and stuff? Yeah. Alaka doesn't want any part of that at all. Maybe if the little cute one would just say that it wants to become friends with everyone. Oh, I could say no to Ellie. Whoa, I'm gonna guess This stuffed animal's previous owner has a startling resemblance to Ellie. And I love the maturity for Ellie here too, seeing Ellie calm down the stuffed animal. That is absolutely cool right there. Oh, that's so cute. She is right. Unless it's a villain, then treat him with lots of bias. Unless it's a villain. That's the only time you don't offer aid. Unless it's someone that's reformed anyway. For the most part, anyway. Hmm. Yeah, who wouldn't want a cutie like that? Aw, that's so cute. Man. At least be entertained though. Well, I am surprised she could still ride her age. That's actually pretty darn impressive. I love that silence there. That is actually kind of true. Like you feel a sense of warmth. At least that's the appeal of stuffed animals here. And I would expect that from Ashura. Like she gives love to almost everything that's close to her. All right, looks like we're getting memories. Which don't get me wrong, I mean, but you know what? As far as Precure episodes go, at least even though this episode ends up being fillerish, because so far this does feel like a fillerish episode. At the very least, it's refreshing. And the fact that it's filler that doesn't feel like the same old, because we're talking about a ghost for the most part. I like how the mother and daughter are just completely silent, not even wondering what happened. That feels a little bit inconsistent. You would think that the mother and child would have questioned, what was that? You know, at least a quick throwaway line, and they could have said Sora that that's just like a draw. That's just like a stuffed animal with a draw on the inside or something. That's what Digimon Ghost Game would have done. Because Digimon, all right, hell, Miyuka Dreamy. There's a Magical Girl anime that skews even younger than Pretty Cure. Miyuka Dreamy would have literally said that it's an AI about walking. Kind of, it's lazy that Soaring Sky Pretty Cure didn't have an explanation when you have Miyuka Dreamy anime aimed for children even younger than the Pretty Cure demographic, because of Miyuka Dreamy, you really get any fists thrown in that series at all. And that no, straight up, that series is actually aimed towards younger children than Pretty Cure. Yet that one has a reasonable explanation when you have like a stuffed animal that shouldn't be moving, walking or moving or things like that. Just that scene there, it reminds me of the lack of care I'm seeing in the middle portion of Pretty Cure, of Sword and Sky Pretty Cure right now. Again, not a bad episode, and I do like the sad backstory and all, but it's the little details. The little details that for some reason these last few episodes of Pretty Cure are forgetting that at the start of the series they were paying attention to these little details. Not so much right now. And I don't think our girl would ever find our beautiful kitty a bother. Oh, you know what? I actually do appreciate that loyalty right there. Got to salute. Yeah, I love Ellie's reaction. It's adorable. Oh, well, I was like, oh man, that's so dang cool. Yes. Oh man, Anton, always trying to ruin the fun. But hey, you know what? At the very least, he's a different approach. At least he actually does have honor in his body, so there is that going for him. I mean, hey, the fun and game's gonna last forever. This guy's a meanie. I guess by technicalities, they can fight him first. Wait, don't tell me he's gonna possess the cat. Okay, at least he possessed the house, which okay, that is amazing. I am actually shocked. Because when it came to Gabaton and Batamunda's abilities, we at least that I recall, I don't remember them possessing an entire building. That's actually kind of cool. Actually. Wow. Okay. This episode's slowly winning me over. Which I absolutely appreciate that. I always love like the bubbly effects during these transformation sequences because they never disappoint in aesthetics like ever. Well, at least when it comes to like the Precure transformations. But man, all their poses. And the more I watch the transformation, the more I notice little things. Like I didn't notice like when our boy does that, there's like a heart. Speaking of which, yeah, and it kind of poses a little bit like a model when she does her transformation. Didn't really notice that before until the previous episode, actually. Well, at least that's how I feel. Wait, okay, that's one of the more unique abilities. If it can just suck them all in like that. But hey, you know what? That'd be kind of wild if what ends up saving them is our beautiful stuffed cat. Talk about petty. How much deeper can they be sucked in? Yeah, the eyes, like the way they draw the eyes, just feels slightly off for some reason. I'm gonna it's not a bad episode. It's still enjoyable. And at least in the action, there's still an attempt at making them move, even if the art's not the most on model art for a pretty cure episode. Hmm. I like the music. Well, there are just so many dang pleasing sound effects. That kick was weak though from Tsubasa. Yeah, because literally when he hits that thing, there just again there just feels like a lack of oomph when Pure Prism did her attack, or Tsubasa did his kick earlier. And the choreography is really simple because you didn't get full body movements of Sora dodging, just her moving like her chin a bit, dodging some blows. Okay, this is a little bit decent when she dodged that blade attack. But other than that, and I gotta admit, that flipping she does looks good. Like there are some moments here and there that look kind of good, but the animation for the most part just feels floaty this episode. Yeah, yeah, you know what? But at least if we can get the cat to rescue them, that would at the very least make for a little bit more of a unique solution to a problem in the Soaring Sky Precure episode. And I would appreciate that. Yeah. Aw, hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind if the cat actually became part of the team going forward. That'd be cool. Because of like a cute little Neko. You know, how slow is the Subasa as a flyer if literally I'm noticing this, but Ellie can fly quicker. Bruh. I mean, they made it this far since they don't give up, though. That's the beauty of their fighting spirit right there. I love how she kicks it like a soccer ball. Yo! Okay, hey, you know what? The animation wasn't pleasant to look at, but at the very least, there was creativity. It's just this episode was handled by one of the weaker animation teams in Soaring Sky Precure. Let's just be real. Like, there was no way you could say the animation here was, or the action scenes was anything resembling good. Just decent and the most best looking cuts in this episode at best. But hey, at the very least, there was some creativity required for them to win. So the writers made up for the fact that they were working with the animation team that just lacked that it factor. Yeah, but yeah, I'm glad the house is back to normal though. Yeah, at the very least, respectful. Okay, Minaton, not only is he honorable, he's respectful too. Cool. Okay. Okay, this feels a little bit too convenient here. Don't get me wrong, this is sweet and all, but what are the odds of them straight up defeating Minotaur and then the owner of the cat showing up? Or should I say Meron showing up at this moment in time? This feels like it's awfully convenient. I think it would have been better if we would have had a few scenes of them researching where Mom's owner was at, having like maybe a time skip of a few weeks, and then giving Moron back or posting on social media that they found Moron in like a mansion and then asking everyone owned Maron or anything like this. The way they did it, it just feels like it's. It feels like it weakens the episode because don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Maron as a character, not what. It just feels like plot convenience to me. Like the writers didn't try to think of having an organic way of having Maron reunited with his owner. I mean, that's cute and all, but I'm being honest, this episode felt fillerish. No, it straight up was a filler episode. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I enjoyed this episode and all that kind of jazz. Yo, Monster and Sora, yeah, what is all? Whoa, what was that? That's definitely implying they could have a relation that goes beyond normal friendship. That's for sure. Overall, here's how I feel about this episode. If it had a rating on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'll be honest with y'all. This is definitely one of the weaker Soaring Sky Precure episodes, so I'm going to have to give it a score of a 5.5 out of 10. The action for the episode was it was disappointing to say the least. Now, in saying that, it wasn't like there weren't any positives because the writers did try to, at the very least, have Marin involved, and that was cool. And I felt some emotion seeing Marin reunited with his owner. My only issue is I felt it would have been more realistic if we would have spent like a few minutes of them searching up where Marin's owner is instead of Marin's owner just magically appearing right after they defeat Minaton. That just feels like it's so forced and contrived with the way they handled it. That's what I felt was a little bit too convenient. I feel like them searching on their own means in like some montage sequences and then getting it back to Marin's owner would have been better than the way they did it this episode. But in saying that, I did enjoy the comedy. It was cute seeing Sora be a little spooked up at the start of the episode. And that's overall. I did enjoy the episode, despite there being flaws in it, because it was enjoyable. But this straight up feels like filler, though, in my opinion. Definitely one of the weaker episodes. A beach episode. I can't say I'm going to be too excited for this. I mean, at least the animation looks better. Who knows? It could be amazing, but it just feels like it's going to be another middling episode next week. And y'all know I'm a Precure fan. I mean, I buy Precure merch. I've watched my fair share Precure series. But looks like another meh episode. I'll still be there to react to it though. I mean, for sure, y'all know I like Precure, but yeah, this season is really showing kinks in its armor now. But yeah, overall, that's how I feel about the episode, y'all. But anyways, everyone, thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope you have a great day and night, y'all. Bye-bye.